All right, thank y'all for tuning in the channel today. If you haven't done it, please hit that like and subscribe. Got the 22 Super Duty Platinum behind me. You got some new shoes. So let's talk about what I did on the shoes. I had some 37 1350 Nitto mud graps. I loved them on stock tires. Had 1-inch spacers on the front. All that works fine. Really liked the mud graps. They ride good. They felt good. Short trips to town, they were fine. But you know, making those long trips to 2, 3 hour, 4 hours, and you're running 75, 80. They're screaming pretty good. So got to where it's a little bit hard to hear the kids in the back seat. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the Ridge Grapplers, but I'm gonna go ahead and change the wheels when I do it, and I'm gonna pull the spacers off and go back to basically stock and get the right offset. So what you've got behind me, let me turn the camera around. We've got some 22 by 10. So these are American Force. It's not the, you're not looking at 2614s or anything like that. It's a little bit more of a narrow look. And I like the old school look, and this is called their Big Rig series. So as you can see right here, these are just simulators. And then your standard 80170 patterns right behind that on their cap. Very clean look. And I pull a toy hauler, so when I look at 35 1250s, they really don't have the weight rating for a 1-ton. And when you get into a 22, you'll notice all those ratings on all those tires actually decrease. Even like your 37 1350s and stuff like that. So if you look here, what I've got is I'm running the Ridge Grapplers, and I'm running the 325 50 22s. Now the reason I chose the 325 50 22s is it's a little bit bigger than a 35 1250. Okay, a 35 1250, I think if you look at the dimensions, actually like 34.5, and they're only like 12.5 wide. When you look at this 325, you're like 35.1 35.2 height, so you're actually a little bit taller, and then you're 13.2 wide, so you get a little more width. Now in the metric size, if you take a look at it, I've done a video on one of my mega cab Rams before. We talked about this. You're like 3860 and an F load rating in that 325 metric. I think if you go down to 35, don't quote me on it, I think it drops down like 35 3400, something like that. So anyway, that's one of the reasons I chose these, and that's why I went with the metrics. And again, I want to give a shout out to Outlaw Off-Road of Victoria, Texas, the American Force dealer here in town. Do a great job mounting up, no scratches. Just very happy with it overall. And the Ridge Grapplers, guys, if you're going to put the Ridge Grapplers on, they are no louder than my stock tires. They quiet, they roll good, no problems there. So I'm very happy with it. Could I have done a 37 and went with like a 3.5? I probably could have, a 3.5-inch spring on the front, but I don't want to get too tall because I pull a toy hauler camper, and there's a big difference in power between the 35s and 37s. And just going back down to that 35, I can feel the truck's a little bit peppier. Does feel a little better, and I'm sure it's going to tow a little better. And anyway, so just excited. We're going to hook that thing up. I'll do a video on that too. Going to tow it this weekend with the Can-Am Defender in the back and the toy hauler, and I think it's like a 45 footer, so we'll get that data for you and get it out. But just want to get a video out on this. Again, thanks to Outlaw Off-Road Victoria, Texas for getting me these tires and wheels, getting it done for me. And if you haven't hit that like, subscribe, please do it, and we will catch you on the next video.